Hi there, my name is Sandra Glavan and I'm an anxiety expert based on 20 years of personal experience. I'm also the founder of amosuir.com, a website for helping people reduce and manage anxiety through changes in diet, lifestyle and mindset, in case you're curious. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 10 best hobbies for people with anxiety, which are enjoyable activities to help you calm down and relax. And these are in fact the hobbies that I adopted to avoid an anxiety-induced collapse. But before we get into the different hobbies, I want you to keep one thing in mind. You don't have to adopt all of these to calm down and unwind. Finding one hobby that you like and enjoy is perfect enough. You might just have to do a bit of trial and error first, so please stay strong and don't give up. By the way, all the stuff that I'm going to mention in this video is a summary of an in-depth article I have published on my site, which I highly recommend that you check out, because in this video I'll be going through at the speed of light. So let's get started. Hobbies are a great way to manage anxiety with something pleasurable, fun and interesting. According to a study issued in the Journal of Positive Psychology, creative activities can increase mental well-being. I also believe that by adopting hobbies and other techniques aimed at reducing and managing anxiety is likely to move you closer towards discovering your true passion or calling in life finally. Well, at least that's how things worked out for me on my anxiety journey. Once I got my anxiety under control, I was able to see clearly my purpose in life, and I hope I'm not sounding corny. So what are the 10 best hobbies for people with anxiety? Writing expressively. Expressive writing is when you write about your thoughts and emotions, and can't tell you how much I benefited from this activity, especially during my period of self-loathing. This is a highly effective anxiety management technique, and in my experience, once you start to notice the mental health benefits, you're likely to begin to find this enjoyable, so to speak. Expressive writing doesn't have to be complicated. Simply begin writing about your worries, fears, pain or traumas, and anything else that makes you feel frustrated. Write from your heart and soul and express your deepest pain, but don't worry about the spelling and grammar, because this can distract you and constrain. Please put this activity on your list of stuff to try. There is so much scientific evidence behind it, and you'll see why. Listening to calming music. According to research, music listening is associated with a decreased level of anxiety and distress, and for me, calming music became a quick anxiety coping strategy, which I can't enough stress. This is one of my favorite hobbies for relieving anxiety because it's so soothing and enjoyable, and all you need is YouTube and some headphones to make this hobby possible. Reading empowering books. A 2009 study at the University of Sussex found that reading can reduce stress by up to 68%. What's more, I found that when I read empowering books, it's even more percent. Inspiring books by authors such as Louise Hay, Eckhart Tolle, Jen Sincero, Deepak Chopra, Bruce Lipton, Thich Nhat Hanh, Jack Kornfield, Shakti Gawain and Wayne Dyer helped me to get out some dark anxiety holes, and encouraging my community to read some of these books has become one of my biggest goals. If you don't have the time to read, listening to audiobooks instead might be just what you need. Going for walks. Being physically active is essential for managing anxiety because exercise stimulates the release of endorphins, which are hormones that makes us naturally feel good, and exercise also helps to release excess energy, which otherwise pushes your anxiety off the grid. But as anxiety can deplete energy and cause fatigue, I found that walking is the best form of exercise for anxiety relief. I also love to listen to relaxing music or empowering books while walking, as it makes me feel even better. On top of that, the more you walk, the more you're likely to enjoy it and find in this activity lots of happiness and pleasure. So put on your headphones and go for a 30-minute walk today. It can relieve your anxiety and release your mind from so many negative thoughts which otherwise are not serving you if they stay. Connecting with animals. Spending time with animals can be a great hobby for managing anxiety, such as playing and stroking. Getting a pet would of course be amazing, but if you can't do that, rescue homes are in desperate need of volunteers and are waiting. Take one of their dogs for a walk when you have some spare time. You'll enjoy it so much and it won't cost you a dime. Dancing in your own home. It might sound silly, but dancing in your own house or flat when no one is watching can be so much fun and allow you to release tension and anxiety that is causing a lot of energetic blocking. If you haven't tried this before, I urge you to imagine you're on your private dance floor. Getting into yoga. Yoga is another highly effective technique for anxiety management. If you want to release tension, improve breathing, shake off irritability, and become more flexible, then try yoga because it can quickly make you very passionate. Go to a few gentle yoga classes in the beginning to get an idea of the basic yoga poses while you are still on the fence and thinking. Yoga is a big part of my anxiety-free life, and I now can't imagine my weekly routine without it, so I highly recommend that you give it a try even if it is just for a bit. Cooking enjoyable meals. Healthy eating is necessary for managing anxiety, but when we don't know what to eat, it's easy to return to our bad eating habits quickly and silently. That's why searching for healthy recipes and experimenting in the kitchen is for people with anxiety a great hobby, plus it can help you create a heavenly body. But that's not all. Cooking as an activity has shown to benefit mental health, so I highly recommend that you start looking up some great recipes to widen your knowledge of cooking, which in my opinion is true wealth. Watching inspirational movies. Watching inspirational movies can be very uplifting. I found that watching them benefited me the most in the evening. They can inspire you to make positive changes to your lifestyle and thinking and show you a new perspective which can stop you from sinking. Creating beautiful pictures. To tell you the truth, I can't draw to save my life, but I absolutely love creating pictures using coloring books and puzzles. These hobbies can be very relaxing and bring you back to the present and away from your anxiety troubles. The amazing thing about puzzles and coloring books is that you can keep doing a little bit every day and have something to put on your wall later to stay. What other hobbies are good for mental health? Although I haven't got into the following hobbies, gardening, painting, crafts, photography and swimming, there is scientific evidence that these are also beneficial for mental health, plus there are lots of anxiety success stories. So to sum things up, in my experience, the best hobbies for people with anxiety include listening to calming music or empowering books, going for daily walks, attending gentle yoga classes, writing expressively, connecting with animals, dancing in your bedroom, watching inspirational movies before bedtime, putting together puzzles, coloring, and cooking enjoyable meals. If you don't know where to start, just pick one activity and practice it for 30 days, but do make sure you track your anxiety levels throughout, as this is a very important part. As always, I send you love and support from my heart. By listening to this video to the very end, you have already in your mind made a very great start.